welcome to this video. Today I'm going to give you a quick overview of this Google Sheets travel planner template. The link to purchase the template is in the description down below. So let's get into it. The first sheet you'll see is a customize here sheet. In this section, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to set a start date for your trip and then an end date for your trip. And it's going to automatically calculate how many days you are traveling and how many nights you are traveling. And then this spreadsheet has a limit of 90 days. If you need more, please contact me before purchasing the template. And then if you scroll to the right, you're going to find 4 different sections. So each of these sections control a different part of the template. They are used to customize a different part of the template. You're going to find every single label that appears across the template here. And then if you want to name those labels differently, you can change them here. You can either change them to something completely different or you can translate them to a different language. You will have to do those translations yourself. That's not automated. You just have to change the text in your translation section. So the first sheet you'll see is a budget planner. Here you can customize your main categories and then create different subcategories and assign a budget to each subcategory. So you assign it by setting a quantity, a unit cost, and then it will automatically calculate the budget. And then that budget will be compared against actual transactions. Those actual transactions you will enter in the transaction sheet. So here you will find 2 different tables. You can use both of them or you can just use one of them, however you like. You can also name them differently, but this is how I plan my trips. So first I have a table for the fixed expenses. And those are things that I already know how much I'm going to be paying exactly before I take the trip. So this can include hotel stays, train tickets, flights, museum entrances. I can start recording those transactions before I actually pay them. And so a transaction will be set as spending as long as it doesn't have a date paid assigned to it. The moment you assign a date paid to it, that transaction will be marked as paid and it will count towards the paid total. You also have a pending total. So the difference between this table, the fixed expenses table, and the variable expenses table is that the fixed expenses table, you can set things as spending, whereas in the variable expenses table, everything that you add here will automatically count as a paid transaction. So I like to use this variable expenses table to enter everything that I don't know how much I'm gonna pay exactly. And I usually use this table while I'm on my trip. So once I actually get there and start eating breakfast, dinner, snacks, shopping, souvenirs, all of those things I input into this variable expenses table. But as I mentioned, you can just ignore one of these tables, use them both, it's completely up to you. And then you can assign payment methods, tags to those transactions. And then you have some automated tables that just show the same information in a different way. And then those paid transactions will be grouped together by subcategory. And then you'll find the summary right here and you have a comparison of your actual amount against your budget. And then you have this table that will group your main categories together to show you the budget and how much has been paid, how much is spending. And then you can sort that table however you like. And then you have the main activities and the daily schedule sheet. These 2 sheets work together. So it all starts in the main activities sheet. So your travel days will be automatically added using the start day and end date that you entered here. So as you can see, if I change that from January 2 to January 10, the table updates and now my trip lasts until January 10. So the first thing you're gonna do is you customize your main location, so then you can select them from a drop down in this section. So as you can see, you have 1 row for each travel day. So the first thing you do is set a main location. You select it from this customizable drop down, and then you set where you're going to be spending the night, your accommodation, and if you're going to be using any means of transportation. And then you have room to enter 5 different main activities for each day. So as I mentioned, each travel day has its own row. And if you move to the daily schedule, you're going to see all of that information was automatically transferred into this top section. So each of these tables represents 1 travel day, and everything in this top section is pulled automatically from the main activities sheet. So as you can see, I have hotel pool as my main location. That's the main thing I'm doing that day. And then you have Dolphin Hotel as an accommodation and flight and Uber. And if you move into this sheet, you're going to see that it automatically added hotel pool, Dolphin Hotel, and flight Uber. And then it said these 2 activities that I have right here. So if you want to change anything here, you don't change it directly in this section. You just click here and then you will immediately jump into the corresponding travel day. So you change to that here. Let's do Animal Kingdom, and then you can use this link to go into the daily schedule to the corresponding day, and as you can see, it now changed to Animal Kingdom. Then you also have a daily schedule that you can customize however you like. You just have to choose the start time in the customize here sheet, and then it will automatically update every single daily schedule. So that repeats all the way to the 90 available days. And then if you scroll down, you're going to find a to-do list for each day that has a progress bar included, a space to add any important information, and then room for notes. And then you also have an index right here, so you don't have to scroll all the way to a specific day. You can just select it from here and it's going to quickly jump into the corresponding day. If you want to go back, you can just click here and you go back to the beginning. So the entire template is filled with these types of useful links. And then you have a packing list. Whenever you cross an item off your list, the progress bar will move here, and it will also move here to give you a general overview in this section. So you have 10 different tables that you can use however you like. You can have one table per bag, one table per person, just one table. You can do whatever you want. And then finally, you have a to-do list sheet. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You just add your tasks, and then you assign a priority, you set a due date, and then you can track your status. This is completely customizable to your own labels. And then whenever a task is pending, it's going to appear in this pending table automatically. And then if you cross that task off, it's going to automatically move into the done table. And whenever a task is overdue, it's going to highlight in red and it's going to let you know how many tasks are overdue. And you can use these links to jump into the corresponding tasks. So that's it for this video. I have longer demo videos that explain exactly how you use each section. So there's a demo video for the budget planner and transactions. There's a demo video for the main activities and daily schedule. And then there's a demo video for the packing list and to-do list. And those are really specific in case you really want to know exactly how everything works. You can go watch those videos. You'll find the link in the description down below, and you'll also find the link to purchase this template in the description down below. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching.